Protocol initiated. Comlink online. Systems functional.
Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be a weird match on Metropolis featuring Larva and BarrackS, both players finalists for ASL 20, both in the top 8. Top left, guess who it is? It's BarrackS. Top right, it is a Larva. It's Metropolis, but the name reminds me of a cityscape, and this is a jungle tile set. I don't know why it's called that. BarrackS is getting trained by Larva. BarrackS is getting trained by Flash, so he has leveled up recently. Larva's always been scary, so he doesn't need to level up, but he's going to be a challenge for BarrackS anyway, man. He loves his Mutalisks, and let's go ahead and see what's going on here in this TVZ and why RJB sent it to me. Check him out at youtube.com/@RJB_TV. We've got an SCV moving out, walling off against early Ling pressure, but it's a 4-player map, so a hatch first is probably the build that our guy Larva's going for. Larva is terrifying, and he didn't level up, but he's in the top 8 as well anyway. So we've got ourselves a supply depot coming on. Again, walling off against a pool first play. We have no gas, no super early gas here, but I don't think any build has gas this early, right? It's a BarrackS and then gas. Well, a supply depot and then a BarrackS and then gas if you're going for mech. So we'll keep an eye on the gas timings here. Yeah, it's going to be a hatch first here from our guy Larva. And again, this is going to be a Patreon cast for those of you who are supporting me on patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. But bam! Thanks for watching this. If you're watching this the week of October the 1st, 2025, for supporting me out there for as little as $1 a month. And if you're supporting me on YouTube by watching this in late October or early November 2025, hit that like button and subscribe. I am here so many times a week with StarCraft content, live streams as well. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, man, for StarCraft. Extractor, pool, hatch. BarrackS says, okay, I can expand safely now. Still not taking any gas here. He's saving up for an expansion, so Rax expand. Here from our guy BarrackS. Terry the Overlord going... That's right, Terry. You know where... Well, this is Terry, I guess. Terry knows where the Terran is. This is Barry. He has been relayed the information from his cousin Terry, and now he knows where the Terran player is as well. Pa-pow. So, standard play. Got ourselves an extra wall off with the supply depot. He knows... There you go. The spawning pool is not done, but he wants to see what's going to come out of these eggs. Shoop. And just, one set of lings into a lair. So it's not going to be a ling flood because ling floods do not need a lair to be effective. Ooh, gas right now. Let's see if he's going to save up for a factory or maybe just an academy and an early +1 build on an engineering bay or stim. We will see. We'll see what we're getting from our guy BarrackS. He is going to go ahead and transfer a few SCVs down to the natural base. That's called a Maynard transfer, which nobody else remembers except me, I feel like. Hey, it is going to be a factory. It is going to be a mech here. Mech opening here from BarrackS against Larva. Unscouted right now, but we will see how Larva tries to deduce if it's going to be a BarrackS mech play or a BarrackS play. It's going to be a 3-hatch Muta play. 401 is the Spire timing here from Larva. And if we cannot scout here, I think there's going to be maybe a safety sunken at the front here. He's checking to see. He's like, okay, so 4 Marines right now. So we are making Marines, but have we stopped? That is the question. And we can see the BarrackS flashing here. So it is going to be a couple more Marines. But, yeah, there we go. Creep colony at the front. It's helpful against Marines. It's helpful against vultures that could show up here unexpectedly. Hang on a second. Is this going to be a double Wraith 2-star port opening here? BarrackS, you scamp. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? Yeah, it's not a vulture. Oh, It's going to be a 2-port Wraith opening here, but the Spire's almost done. So it's going to be maybe a Valkyrie. There we go. Armory showing up. BarrackS. Okay, I think this is just going to be... Oh, SK Terran with Valkyrie support here. It is going to be a blind Valkyrie opening against Mutalisks. Dun, dun, dun. What do we got, dude? What do we got here? Oh, let's see the Valkyrie control here from BarrackS. Again, he is being trained and helped by Flash. +1 flyer attack. This is not just going to be 5 or 6 Mutalisks. It's going to be a full stack. Because, you know, you don't get a +1 for 5 or 6. You're going to go ahead and make a lot of Mutalisks if you're investing in this +1 flyer attack. That takes so long to finish here. Academy, Stim on the way, Engineering Bay. We do have ourselves missile turrets. We've got Marines helping to defend. We have medics here. And we've got a bunker at the front. And there we go. First Valkyrie. Sub 6 minutes on the way. These Mutalisks have about 60 seconds here until the Valkyrie shows up. And they are going to be shoot away here. Nice sniping of that SCV. Building the BarrackS and sniping the SCV. That finished the BarrackS as well. Bam. Oh my goodness. Marine down. Marine down. Marine down. So many Marines down here. Excellent control here by Larva, but what else do we expect from Larva with his Muta control? Back home, we've got a Flyer Carapace now. Did he cancel? Dude, he canceled the +1 attack and went into +1 Carapace for these Mutalisks. Again, nothing changes. He did scout and see the armory and the flashing starport. He knows. There you go. He knows there's going to be a Valkyrie out here somewhere, and there she is. So immediately firing up 4 Scourge, Metabolic Boost on the way. Metabolic Boost Lings can help to take down these missile turrets and to make the work of these Mutalisks easier. And can we get an attack off? Yes, we can. Just a little bit of a tickle there, but no! A Mutalisk does go down. 5 Mutalisks, 3 more Mutalisks on the way. He sees the Valkyries and says, I'm still going to commit to Mutalisks here. God, this reminds me of an incredible game between, I want to say it was SAC and BTS from the live stream a couple of weeks ago. Insane game. I mean, to spoil it for you a little bit, it is a game wherein SAC goes for like 4 or 5 Valkyries, and BTS is like, nope, I'm going all of the Mutalisks known to mankind. I do not care if you have Valkyries or not. I've never seen that level of brazenness against Valkyries before. Usually Zergs are, you know, they run away. They maybe stop making Mutalisks. They maybe try to go into Hydras and Lurkers a little bit faster. But this kind of feels like Larva doing the same thing. Larva's like, nah, man, I'm not making Hydras. I'm going to kill this with Scourge and Mutas. We're jumping in here. We don't care if they're Marines or not. The Valkyries are still getting huge hits off against these Mutas, but every Valkyrie gets sniped out eventually. The Mutas are 5, and they are injured, but a ton of Marines died on the ground. BarrackS falls back. Can't be happy about that one. And yeah, Larva's like, you can kill Valkyries with Sky Zerg. Watch. Watch me now. Third base is done. Bottom right side. Scanned out. Larva, can he defend it is the question. He's going to have to defend it with Mutas because the man doesn't have a Hydra Den. The man doesn't have any Lurkers to park at the top of the ramp and make it extremely hard for BarrackS to break. And this is great news for BarrackS because he doesn't have Science Vessel Tech. He doesn't have Siege Tech. All he has are Marines and Medics and Valkyries, which are bad at killing Lurkers. But Larva didn't go for that. All it can depend on here are Sunkens at the third base. That's not happening. That's not happening at all. Yeah, this is the problem with going mass Mutalisk, is that you don't have the Lurkers to defend your third base. You got to do it with Mutas, and this is such a dicey proposition right now. Mutas dive in again. Valkyrie shots are helping to thin out and bruise up these Mutalisks so much. Oh my gosh, the bruising. Sunken finishes. Everybody dies on the ground. The Mutas are very injured. Not as much as I thought, but the Valkyrie gets killed, and he does save the third base. Because he saves the third base anyway. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. This is some good stuff by Larva. He's like, nah, man, I'm not making Hydras. Check me out. Oh, he's making a Hydra Den. I got a Queen's Nest, but also Hydras. Third base, little bit of economic value. There's a single drone down there in the bottom right, which is fine, I suppose. Wait, all right. Okay, so he's using the factory to go into the one vulture at a time strategy in addition to the SK Terran. He's not mech transitioning here, I don't think. I really don't think he is. Scanning in, sees the Sunkens at the front, says, okay, that's not going to be super breakable. Queen's Nest, hive timing at like 10 minutes. Lurkers, yep. Overlord snipe supply blocking Larva. Yes, it does. And maybe a 4th base coming in. Getting a 4th base when your Terran's on 2 bases, and maybe planning on doing some kind of a Valkyrie, Marine, Vulture, and Medic style attack here. Kind of like it from BarrackS. This is aggressive. We are getting extra Sunkens here. We're getting 4 Sunkens to defend like this. No 4th base. New Sunken. Maybe a Spore? Nope. Sunken at the 3rd base coming in here too. From Larva. Any upgrades on these Valks? No, I didn't see any upgrades coming through the production tab. It is a Hive, though. I'm not sure if a Hive's going to help for this incoming attack very much. But yeah, double Valkyrie, twice as scary as single Valkyrie. And once again, there are no Lurkers at the top of this ramp. Lurker aspect isn't done yet. Ugh. But hang on, Lurker eggs, go! Boom! Oh, he finished and egged immediately. However, Marine DPS can get through an egg if they're all fighting. The Sunkens trying to stop this from happening. They're trying to high ground kill the Sunken, but the shots are missing again at about a 50% rate there. Mutas are just like, well, if you're down there, is there anything defending your main base? Bam! Second factory's on the way. Oh, we got up the ramp. We got that Sunken down. The 3rd base is in trouble. The Mutas are like, oh, okay, hang on. Maybe we don't want to attack the main base of BarrackS. Maybe we want to get down and take out or defend the bottom right and take out the attacking force this way. This 3rd base is in trouble. Lurker down, Sunken down. They're taking a lot of Marines with them. The Mutas are jumping in here too. They gotta try to save it. The Valkyries are gonna try to get some, again, attacks off. Scourge on the Valkyries. One of them gets sniped down. The other one is still alive. Not really being microed all that well, but hey, it's hard to micro Valkyries for sure. And he does get in here with all of his Mutas with +1 Carapace. 10 of them do manage to save the hatch. There are like 3 drones here right now. It's not a lot of income benefiting Larva, but he's got the 3rd gas, which is kind of important because he's getting Adrenal and he's getting a Defiler Mound and he's making more Lurkers, and all of this stuff is incredibly gas heavy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Mutas are like, do you have any more Valks? Did you give up on the Valkyries? Ooh, 3rd base coming in left side here for BarrackS, but these Lynx almost have Adrenal. It would have been nice. Oh, now they have Adrenal. Oh, in the middle of the battle, they get Adrenal, and maybe it helps them win in the end. Are you kidding me? That was insane. 3rd base got to be canceled. BarrackS cannot save this at all. He's going to send over, like, some Vultures, but no, definitely not. Maybe he can, okay, with an Irradiate. The split is, I don't know, like maybe a B split there. There are not a lot of Mutos remaining here. Scourge against the Science Vessels. Bam! Science Vessel snipe. Muta's trying to kill this one. More Marines coming in. Look at the, just by the skin of his teeth, hold of that 3rd base by BarrackS. This game is insane. What a fantastic game for your Patreon game of the week. Check me out at Falcon Paladin. It's Patreon. Link in the description. Okay, 3rd base defended again by like 2 Marines. 3 Marines here defending this base. It's a scrap-tastic game without a doubt. 94-71. Total supply in favor of the Terran. Nidus Canal. Easy reinforcing to the 3rd, or from the 3rd to the natural. Whatever you want to do. You can send drones down there too once the Nidus is done. And it is done, and he should do it. And he's not doing it for some reason. Guy. 4th base, cool. 3rd base, also cool. Moving in, maybe a bit of a late game here with the Defiler Mound, with the Consume coming in. We're going to start plaguing stuff. It's going to be SK Terran with, again, a little bit of Vulture support. Oh, there's a lot of Vulture support and more factories coming in. Okay, never mind. He's doing a full-on transition into mech now. He's got, yeah, like 5 factories. Yes, he is. Fair enough. These Marines, oh, they never got upgrades. I always forget to check that in these games. If the Marines have 0/0 upgrades at 15 minutes, it means it's mech. Oh, gotta Radiate again. The split out is okay. Ugh. For Larva, not the best splits I've ever seen. I don't know, C rank there maybe, but still. Sniping SCVs, it's 49-45. The Zerg player's catching up in worker count thanks in part to this. And the fact that he's making 6 drones at a time. Needs more irradiate. This muta control by Larva is kind of insane. These Marines just perked. A turret would help a lot here. These vultures are like, hey, wait, why are you attacking me? Ah. Bottom left, fourth base coming in. Holy smokes. BarrackS can barely hang on to this third, and he's getting a fourth base? I don't know about this plan very much. Dude, this muta control is some of the best I have seen. The splits aren't perfect, but look at this. He's just parking over the third base of BarrackS, killing SCVs like it's going out of style. It's 57 to 43 workers now. BarrackS was up like 10 to 12 workers, and now he's down 9 workers. 11 workers. I can do maths. I'm good at that. Yeah, +1 Carapace mutas. Excellent against Marines, especially if the Marines have 0 attack upgrades. Oh my gosh. BarrackS, I think, made a mistake by not getting at least +1 on these guys. The Goliaths don't have Charon boost. The Goliaths do have a +1 attack because, again, we're meching here. Third base, a ghost town. There's 1 SCV at it. The bottom left base. No way he can cancel this. No way he can. No, it's going to finish. But he can kill the SCV who built it. So that's exciting. All right, setting up BarrackS. Oh, snap. Dark Swarm. Dark Swarm Lurker. Oh, no. Siege the tanks. The tanks don't have siege yet. Oh, he dragged the spider mine in. BarrackS. And BarrackS taps out. Oh no, GG. Larva sits around for a minute and goes, oh wow, all right, I guess that's a GG timing. Hey, I'll put a link in the top right there to an actual mech game if you want to watch that. If you're like, oh, I wanted a mech game. Didn't really get it. You didn't. But if the game, you know, siege mode for 2 seconds and then it's over, it's not a mech game. But yeah, I'll put a link in the top right, okay, to a match that involves mechs. You can watch that. But yeah, this fourth base isn't happening. The fourth base is rolling from the Zerg. The worker discrepancy is massive. The third base isn't really anything either. And yeah, it's just Sky Zerg versus Valkyries, man. You don't need Hydras to deal with them. You do want Scourge, though, right? Scourge is looking good. The connections there were pretty fantastic. Out of Larva, the upgrade, the Carapace helps a lot against those Valks. The attack doesn't help so much against the Valks. They're just kind of hard to snipe down with mutas anyway, unless you have huge numbers, which he did a couple times, and did kill a couple of those Valkyries. So yeah, just basically blind opening Valkyries against the muta opening here from Larva, and it's worked out for him. In the end, a little bit, but at the end it didn't, I guess, is the point there. It got some damage done, protected his main base for a while. This fourth base, but yeah, too many Valkyries died. The control was not good, I would say. And again, it's hard. It's hard to control them perfectly. But at the end of the day, well, you can do your best here, but Larva takes you down, and BarrackS is out. But what a game, dude. That was crazy. This third base almost died a couple times. Larva defended it barely by the skin of his teeth a couple times. Third base got defended too, but not in the long run. And Larva is not a happy camper, but I guess 60 workers and 4 bases and Dark Swarm is going to do pretty well. Actually, I want to see real quick. Did he must have dragged a spider mine into those tanks. All right, here we go. So look, he shows up, and he's like, what up? I've got siege tanks. And Larva was like, can they siege up? And the answer was no. Then why are they called siege tanks? If you have to buy the upgrade to make them siege tanks, they should be called tanks until they get the siege upgrade, and then they should be called siege tanks. So let's see. Spider Mine, yes. Dark Swarm Lurker, yes. I want to see the spider mine drag here. Oh gosh, there it is. Yeah, and the science vessel gets sniped too. Okay, yeah. Spider mine drags, tough stuff at the end of the day for BarrackS, but couldn't get it done. That's all good. All right, 71 to 81,000 points here in a little 16-minute scrap fest. Zerg outproduced the Terran, out-killed the Terran. Holy smokes, that's a weird stat seen at TVZ. Buildings raised 2v1. The outspend by the Zerg was minimal, but enough in 16 minutes. And that was a ton of fun. So yeah, good stuff from RJB as always. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. all TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.